Astrid and Elsa donned their new armor and looked at each other. Astrid could not help but laugh at Elsa. "And just what's so funny?" Elsa said with arms crossed. "Well, the armor's not too bad, but the helmet's a little over the top with the horns." "Well, may I remind you that you are wearing the exact same thing," Elsa said in a scolding tone. "The weapons seem okay, but it all depends on just how tough these new creatures called rhinos and rocknoses are," Astrid stated further. "Only one way to find out," Elsa said. "Let's get going." "Thor told us to go out the front gate and follow the road. It will take us right to the mine. But he said to be careful not to alert the rhinos. They have tough hides." When they reached the front gate, they stopped to survey the best way to avoid the rhinos. "Let's go straight ahead and stay to the far left," Astrid advised. They kept a wary eye on the rhinos, but they didn't seem to notice them. Such strange creatures they were, and again, a creature with no fur. "I think we found our scorpions and rocknose by the description Thor gave," Astrid said. "Let's see what we can do then," Elsa replied. Astrid reached for her shield, not sure what to expect. "Here comes a scorpion," Astrid cried. "Did you see that, Elsa? Where did he go?" "Here," Elsa said in astonishment. "What kind of creature does that?" "Guess scorpions do," Astrid replied. "So let's remember that." Keeping her eye on the rocknose while looking around, Astrid slowly moved forward. As she quickened her pace, the rocknose spotted them. "Here they come, Elsa." Not knowing what to expect, they struck the beast and were surprised to hear the clink of their weapons against the rock-like skin of the rocknose. As they hit them again and again, they seemed to take damage until they finally defeated them. "They seem to have skin made of rock," Elsa said, "but yet they're pretty weak to our weapons." "Typical," Astrid said. "No fur. What is it with the creatures around here?" "I saw some really shiny rocks up there, Elsa. It could be the silver ore we are after." "Look at the size of this scorpion, Elsa," Astrid exclaimed. "Glad the rocknose took him out for us," Elsa chuckled. Upon getting closer, Astrid could see that this was indeed silver ore and took out her pick. "We have a start," Astrid smiled. "Let's look for more." So they continued to find more silver deposits tucked away among the rocks. Look out, Astrid, Elsa cried. Here comes another rock nose. Astrid was quick to draw her shield and sword. I'll take care of this little scorpion, Elsa called out. Hang on, Elsa. I'm coming, Astrid yelled. Nasty little devils, aren't they? Astrid said. No kidding, Elsa replied, breathing heavily. They continued to find more deposits, hopeful that they would have enough. That must be the mine entrance. I see more ore. Come on, Elsa. They continued to find more deposits, hopeful that they would have enough. How much do we have? Asked Elsa. We only have 75 pieces, not nearly enough, Astrid replied. They both paused in silence. They were both thinking the same thing. We could go in the mine, Astrid said out loud. Thor said it was taken over by scorpions, and we seem to be able to handle them just fine. I'm sure there's more in there, Astrid, and we really have no choice, do we? With squared shoulders, they entered the mine. Gods, it's dark in here, Astrid said. Where are you, Elsa? Oh, there you are. Let me light a torch. They looked around the mine and saw the iron tracks at their feet, leading into the mine. Astrid waved Elsa in and pointed to behind the large crates. She drew her sword and slowly approached. These were relic hunters, not at all what they were expecting. Together they took them out. And Elsa commented, "That was a surprise. Looks like it's the relic hunters that have taken over the mine." They advanced more carefully as they could not see beyond their torch's light.
In the name of set, identify yourself.
As he struck the first blow, he quickly boxed Astrid in between the crates. But Elsa came swiftly to her aid. Further searching the mine, Astrid saw what looked like another room and slowly crept forward, making sure to check behind the crates as she went. They stood at the entrance, ready. It didn't take long. 2 relic hunters emerged, and one was clearly the leader. She was tall and well armored. She was also a trained and skilled fighter. But she was still no match for the shield maidens. Good work, Elsa. She was no pushover, Astrid. Wasn't sure I was going to take her for a minute. There was never a doubt in my mind, Astrid said with pride in her voice. Shall we see what's inside this room? Astrid said as she headed in. As she looked around, she noticed a note on the table. Remember, you are not, I repeat, not digging towards the southwest. Get that into your thick skulls, you cretins. If you do, I'll throw you in there myself. Well, that doesn't sound good, Elsa commented. Look, a chest, Astrid cried. Let's see what we've got here. Elsa, gold, coins, and bars, and a gold bell. Let's see if there's more. And she eagerly checked the shelves. They were going to head back out of the mines until Astrid noticed the tracks leading deeper into the mines. Quickly taking out the relic hunters, they advanced further. Astrid noticed some more silver and headed straight for it. Look out! Elsa cried and jumped to her friend's aid. Thanks, Elsa. They were now standing in front of a large cavern in the mine. They could see a strange orange glow in the distance and decided cautiously to check it out. They had not gotten far when Astrid heard a strange growl. Then they came into view. What trickery was this? Gods, Astrid, those are skeletons, dead, but yet alive, wielding weapons. I don't know what kind of sorcery this is, Elsa, but I don't like it, Astrid replied. It did not stop them from continuing, though. The skeletons were relatively weak. More silver, Astrid said, as she took out her pick. As she looked for more, they were rushed by two more skeletons. And still more came. And then she saw it as it lunged toward them. It was huge and clearly the skeletal remains of some long ago creature. It had long front arms with claws and a long tail. As yet another skeleton appeared, Astrid took him on, but was worried for Elsa. I'm coming, Elsa, she cried. Stay away from his claws, Astrid, Elsa warned. They attacked him with everything they had. Sword and spear, hitting bones, echoing throughout the cavern. The battle raged on, Astrid and Elsa dodging the claw swipes and lunges. Finally, he succumbed to Astrid's final blow. That was close, Elsa said as she adjusted her gauntlets. Too close, Astrid replied. What manner of dead beast comes to life like that? I don't care to know, and I don't like this place, Elsa said. They decided to get closer to the orange glow, and upon closer inspection, they realized it was actually crystal. It was so hard, though, they could not harvest it with their picks. It was then that Astrid saw an opening among the crystal. Look at this, Elsa, she said in excitement. I don't know, Astrid. This isn't the place the note warned us not to go, is it? Oh, come on, Elsa. We'll just go a little ways, Astrid teased her friend. Elsa shook her head and followed Astrid in. It looked to be some kind of ruins, and as it opened up to a stairway, Astrid took a deep breath. As she looked out into the deep cavern, she could see a green, glowing waterfall. It was dark, but curiously had a few well-placed torches. She cautiously followed the staircase down until she almost reached the bottom. She looked around, but could not see anything. But when she reached the bottom, a scorpion spotted them. Quickly taking it out, Astrid spotted more silver and took out her pick to harvest more. Then she heard and saw this huge scorpion. The pure size of it wasn't evident until it reached them. It was also clear that it was very strong, and they were no match for it, especially when more scorpions showed up. Run, Elsa, Astrid cried. I'm right behind you, Astrid. Keep going. Don't stop, Elsa shouted after her. When they reached the top, Astrid faced her friend. I'm so sorry, Elsa. I should have listened to you. I put you in unnecessary danger. Well, I could have refused, Astrid, Elsa replied. Let's get out of here. Upon reaching the outside, Astrid firmly stated, We are not going back in there anytime soon, if ever. We are lucky we came out of there alive, Elsa chuckled. Do we have enough silver now, she added. We have more than enough, Elsa, and some gold besides. We should be able to get our weapons and armor made. They hurried back to give Thor the good news. Thor's face grew into a wide smile when he saw them. "So you made it," he said, almost surprised by it himself. He was glad to see them both, but especially Elsa. She was more conservative, almost secretive, which gave her a certain allure, while Astrid was bold and straightforward. They were both courageous and brave, but Astrid was fearless, and he found that a little intimidating. He listened intently as they told the tale of actually entering the mine. He was in awe of what they described: relic hunters, skeletons, undead creatures, and a huge scorpion the size of a house. He had heard rumors of the relic hunters now inhabiting the mines, but could not prove it. As far as the undead, well, no one lived to tell the tale of that one, nor the scorpion. He felt badly that he told them about the mine, never dreaming they would actually go in. He would never underestimate them again. He had to chuckle when they presented him with the silver ore for payment. "I'm sorry," he said, "but I cannot accept this ore as payment. You have to have it smelted into silver coins, and then I will need 150 coins. Astrid and Elsa looked at each other. "And where do we go for that?" Elsa asked. "Well, there's a smelter and a coin maker just outside of town named Ulrich. He will do it for you, for a price, of course. Be careful, though. He has several guard dogs and a couple of guards to protect his interests. The city would not let him set up shop inside the city walls for that reason." "All right, Thor. We'll have it done, and be back to you as soon as we can." With that, they headed off to find the smelter. When they reached the smelter's shop, the guard immediately grunted. "What business do you have here?" "We have business with Ulrich," Astrid said. "Well, go on in then." "What can I do for you ladies?" Ulrich asked. Elsa chuckled at the term ladies, but Astrid jumped right in. "We need some silver ore smelted into coins, and some gold bars, and a gold bell as well." "Do you now?" Ulrich said with doubt, but raised his eyebrows when they laid out their ore and gold. "You have come to the right place, but where on earth did you come across so much ore?" he asked. "The old silver mine," they said in unison. "And if you don't believe us, just talk to Thor the armorer," added Astrid. As he looked them up and down, he somehow knew they were not lying, but added anyway, "I just might do that. Just leave the ore in the chest there and come back in 2 days. I will have your coins, minus my fees," he grinned. That evening, as Astrid and Elsa sat upon the rooftops, they shared their pride in achieving their goal of getting monies to pay for better armor and weapons. It was no small feat, and they both agreed to be more careful. These lands were strange and dangerous indeed, with so much more to discover. But their tomorrows were looking bright with promise.